Hi guys, this is me, your girl Chris, and this is episode 125 of Shenanigans with Friends. Um, you guys ready? Let's just get into it. If you guys are listening to this audio, you already heard all of my housekeeping things. I guess maybe I could start just doing it on the show, but I feel like that gets repetitive. So anyway, hey guys, it's me. I'm here. What's up? All right, so let's get into it. I got a couple stories for you. It's a lot of them, I'm not gonna say disturbed me, but we'll get into it. All right, let's start. Okay, I guess I use the word disturbed because this very first one is disturbing the fuck out of me. It was debuted on the 6th of July, and it is a travesty. I mean, I don't know. You guys eat weird stuff, so I don't know. We'll see. But everybody knows that, like, the hottest thing for you to like have right now is a chicken sandwich, right? So everybody has a chicken sandwich. Even people who have had chicken sandwiches have revamped their chicken sandwiches and shit like that, right? We remember Popeyes. Then Corona happened. I don't know if that has anything to do with each other. I'm just kidding. But so anyway, a late contender to the chicken sandwich war. I don't know that this is their place, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. It's Airheads. They have created a chicken sandwich. And I know you're like, Airheads? Like the candy? And I'm like, absolutely, right? So, listen. And before I get into this, I just want to say that before we super harshly judge while I judge the sandwich, let us not forget that Kraft definitely started a war against us over the last year with the candy flavor mac and cheese, the pumpkin spice mac and cheese. So, I mean, I'm just saying, these are not the first people to accost us with these interesting flavor profiles, I guess. So this is what it is, right? So you're thinking, how can Airhead make a chicken sandwich? And it's not what you think. It's like, it's a regular chicken sandwich. It has, so let's go over it. It's called a Airheads Candy Chicken Sandy. Very catchy. They also released a video with the sandwich. I feel like you guys, if you guys have been on the internet, you probably have seen it. I don't know. So let's see. So the Airhead Candy Chicken Sandy, right? It consists of fried chicken, and it looks like a delicious piece of chicken. Coleslaw, spicy mayo, and pickles. This all sounds very normal for a chicken sandwich. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people go cheap and go iceberg as opposed to cabbage, but whatever the case is, it seems and appears at this point to be a regular sandwich. Until, because you're like, again, how does Airheads have anything to do with this sandwich? And it sounds delicious, and where can I get one? This is why. The bun, right? Because a sandwich isn't a sandwich without a bun. But the bun is made... is made up of just sweet and sour Airhead Extreme. So like the string, you know what I'm saying? Like the strips. So they are shaped into a bun, the bottom and the top. And it has the Airhead, like sour, like sugary things on it. It is literally just some fucking pieces of Airhead molded into a bun. And that delicious sandwich that I described to you is in between it. So now it's like, now is it terrorism? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, guys. A lot of people have said that they would like to try it. Some people are calling it what it is, terrorism. Here's what I guess is probably the most disturbing for me is that, so with COVID and everything happening, we have all experienced like the surge of pop-up restaurants and things like Mr. Beast's Burger, and I think Tyga had some chicken wings at one point. And you order through an app, but it's actually being processed at a regular, like a place with a kitchen, right? Because these pop-up places don't have kitchens. So like Mr. Beast and like I think a couple other like things when I was driving for Grubhub and shit, They were being made at Buca di Beppo, like the worst Italian food ever. I hope the CEO is not listening to this, but it's the whitest Italian food. Y'all be talking about Olive Garden. Olive Garden is immaculate compared to Buca di Beppo. That's just my opinion. A couple years, like hella long ago, I want to say like before Kailani, I want to say that when some of my coworkers took me there as a birthday present, and it was literally like, are y'all not my I don't think y'all are my friends. Like, I don't think that y'all would take me here. But then it was white, so that's why. But anyway, I smiled, took great pictures, did not take anything home is what I'm trying to tell you. All right, anyway, so this Airheads candy chicken sandy is for dine-in only during the lunch hour. It was served on Tuesday, July 6th at a Chicago location called Francis's Deli and Brunchery. First of all, we have to take a quick moment to just pull back and let's talk about how my city got a fucking brunchery, not a restaurant that has brunch on Sundays, but a brunchery. Do you know what I'm saying to you? Like, they specialize in brunch is what I'm trying to explain. Like when you have if you go to if you have a beard or a mustache, you go to the mustachery, you feel me? Like, that is a place that's going to know how to take care of your mustache. I feel like a brunchery is going to do that before my pancakes. You know what I'm saying? Like my waffles and my chicken. I'm just super impressed. Like, I'm going to need a brunchery in Vegas. I don't know where you are. As far as I understand, brunch only exists on Sundays out here. Let's change that. Where's the brunchery at? Anyway, so this place was serving these sandwiches during that time, during that lunch hour for dine-in only. I don't know. I haven't seen anybody say they ate it. I also haven't seen anybody say they died from it. So there's that. I guess I bring this up to say, like, I would really appreciate for people just to stick to what they know. Make a candy chicken like, nah, that's, you know how like you used to go to like the store and get like those gummy things and it would be like that gummy like cheeseburger or the gummy french fries. Do something like that, Airheads. I don't know that I actually want real food. And then like it's hot chicken. So like the chicken's hot and I don't know how that affects the integrity of my fucking sour strip bun. I just have a lot of questions and I don't think that I'm gonna be satisfied with any of the answers that you niggas is gonna give me. So let's move on. Speaking of food, right? Let's talk about a app that I've come across, and I haven't had an opportunity to use it, mostly because they don't have any locations or any place here in Vegas. But I thought it was pretty cool. So I bartend, I also cashier at arenas and stuff, right? So one thing that I've noticed in just our every day, like, so after an event or something, like, for instance, I'll just use this as an example. So the Conor McGregor fight that just happened this past weekend, I was working it, and the amount of food at the end of the night that is discarded, that's perfectly fine. A lot of times that was just cooked. We throw it away. Like we literally throw it away. Like if we don't want it, or if like other locations like near our the section that we're working don't want it, then it just gets thrown away. And I always thought that was a shame, because then like after we're leaving the arena, like we're like so we have to park at one of the closest casinos, right? So when we're walking from the arena to the employee parking spots, we're walking past, like, I would say on average, like the regulars over there, we're passing about like 3 to 5 like homeless people, like consistently. Like there's like these 2 guys like giving me like fucking Bert and Ernie vibes, like whatever the case may be. But what I'm saying is that we have to get, we literally count the things, like, and we just throw it away. It's not like alcohol, where we can just close the top, seal the fucking shot thing, and like not, you know what I'm saying? And like, that's it. So we put it away until the next time we need to use it. It's not like that in the kitchen. Like, so they're constantly throwing like bags and like it's like literally just thinking about it stressing me out. When I first started working at the arenas and the stadiums and stuff, I was like my anxiety was really fucking with me. I'm like, y'all are really just gonna throw that away? We literally just cooked that. Or I'm saying or if we're low on something and we ask them to cook something to bring it over to us, like we just asked you to do that. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm always like, damn, like we really give like way too much food away. And I know that out here, we try to, well, I'm not gonna say I don't really believe in it, but they try to stay away from like giving food and stuff to the homeless people, because one time somebody who worked at a casino on the strip, they were disposing of food in like their dumpster, and a homeless person went in there and got sick and sued them. So out here it's a little tricky. But regardless, it's fucking crazy at like the amounts of food that we like get rid of. Like it's fucking crazy. Like again, just thinking about it, I'm getting hot. Like it's too much. It's too much, like the waste. So anyway, the reason why I bring that up is because there is an app called Too Good to Go, right? And right now, they are mostly in like the San Francisco area on this side. They are looking to branch out to other locations. Of course, I think that they're also right now in New York, Boston, Jersey City, Philly, Washington, D.C., Portland, and Seattle. But like I said, their main startup location was the Bay Area, and they're hoping to like launch further into LA by the end of the year. So if you guys are in any of those places, I would strongly urge you guys to download the app and take a look. Just from doing my research, it's pretty fucking crazy. So the way that it works is that you go on an app, and it's an anti-waste company. So you go on an app and they help facilitate like food from fast food restaurants and grocery stores to you. And you're looking at paying anywhere from $4.99 to $5.99. You guys thought it was going to be like $120. No, like you're looking to spend between $5 and $6 per bag. So I think that this is really cool. I'm going to just go over, a San Francisco reporter actually spent 24 hours, using this app so that she could, write the article. I just want to kind of go over some of the stuff, that she got. So, apparently the $5 bags are supposed to be a value of at least $15, and then the $6 bag is supposed to have a value of at least $18. From what I can tell, in a few cases, it definitely looks like she got way more food than that, just based on the things that she got. So she ordered from a bakery. She got a full banana nut pound cake, chocolate chip cookies, some raspberry like muffins, and a whole like actual French baguette for $5. Okay. Then she went to have dinner at House of Dim Sum, and it's just a place in the San Francisco area. She got a gigantic container. It was full of egg rolls, shrimp dumplings, pot stickers, some other Asian cuisines I don't know how to fucking pronounce. But anyway, like it was so much that she was able to share it with her husband and not even have to like order two. And she paid $6 for that, which is probably you'd be paying way more for any of that stuff if you were just ordering it. And then she went to a local natural kind of like grocery store, I guess. She still had leftover. Oh, I forgot. She had a whole pack of like pita bread. So that was a whole meal in itself, like that she, used for the next day. She ate, I want to tell you what she got from it's called Luke's Local, if anybody's in San Francisco. But so for $6 from this, she got a full bag of produce. So like fruits and vegetables. She got a ham and goat cheese sandwich, a whole loaf of country bread, a whole almond pound cake, some more chocolate chip cookies. I guess that's famous over there. And like I said, the pack of pita bread. So like she was able to, and like all for $6. So the fucking point I'm trying to make to you guys is that overall, like 40% of all of our food gets thrown away in the US. And it would be really cool if people could utilize stuff like this. Because you're not getting it out of the trash. So it's not like you're dumpster diving or nothing weird. It's literally, they set these up prior to tossing it out, right? So before it even goes outside or even in the trash can, obviously they're fulfilling these orders from this app and just kind of being like, we were going to throw it away anyway. Now, apparently the app kind of takes a nice little fee, like I want to say over $1 per each bag. And with the bags being so low in cost, it's kind of an absorbent fee. But I think that it still ends up being better for the restaurant because they were not going to make any money off of it. They were literally going to throw it away and no one was going to be able to utilize it. And like when I tell y'all, like we get fresh bread from like bakeries, like for all of our stuff in the arenas and stuff. And if it's not used and there's nothing the next day, it gets thrown out. Literally, that shit comes up to us and it's warm, like because they just fucking finished it. And if we don't have an event the next night, anything that wasn't used gets thrown away. So I totally see the benefit of something like this. I think it's very cool. I think it's very innovative, and I appreciate that there are people trying to make a fucking difference. And also, niggas be starving. So I guess at the end of it all, like if you're on a budget, if times are hard right now, if you live in any of those areas, I would super, super, super suggest you take a look at the app and to see if it's something for you. Like I said, she got a pretty good haul. She spent under $20, and she was eating for a day and a half at least. And the pictures that she has of the things, everything looks great. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the produce, of course, needs to be washed, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like everything looks great to me. So anywho, but yeah, so anyway, it's called Too Good To Go. And again, it's in those cities that I mentioned earlier. And I think that it's a win-win. I think that it's a win-win for the fucking environment. I think it's a win-win to fight against food waste in America. And I also think it's a win-win for the fucking business because they're contributing to all this. And then it's a win-win for you because you paying $6 for like mad Chinese food. So, all right. Anyway, let's move on. Okay. So let's talk about, since we're talking about food, I saw this article, and because I bartend, because I'm a mixologist, I thought it was interesting. I don't know how I feel about it. So there is a ice cream machine, and if you guys are just listening to audio, I am using air quotes because it's not really ice cream that it turns into, but basically there's a machine that has been created that will turn your alcoholic drink into a soft serve. So like this, my melon margarita could definitely be turned into put on a cone, and be like soft serve kind of. Again, I don't know if I want to eat my alcohol, but I don't know. So anyway, people are already hailing it to be like an amazing technology feat. But basically, you put the alcoholic drink into this machine. It does some like scientific shit, and it turns out some shit that looks like soft serve ice cream. It is FDA approved. It doesn't use any dairy. So it's not, that's why I use air quotes, because it's not technically ice cream because it doesn't have any dairy in it. I don't know if you could just if I could just take this glass and just dump it in there. I don't really know about all of that. But according to the reports, the alcoholic soft serve is still going to retain its potency, so it should still taste the same. So basically, what it does is it crystallizes the alcoholic beverage, right? Over the course of 30 minutes. So that's a long time to wait, I guess, if you just made the drink, but now you're pouring it into a machine so it can do some weird Timmy Turner fucking Dexter's Laboratory shit. But so after a half hour, you get something that you can put onto an ice cream cone. And again, I don't know if is an ice cream cone where I want this to be at the end of all of it? I don't know. Anyway, so So to get more technical, what they're doing is they take the carbon dioxide. The machine takes the carbon dioxide out of the drink, and then it adds a nitrogen ingredient additive gel, which seems very like some shit I don't want to ingest. But I don't know what that means. Apparently, it doesn't change the taste or anything. But knowing the scientific name of it makes me feel weird. But then at that point, the mixture is so no. So what? Okay, so now I'm super confused. Guys, science was like not my favorite subject. Usually when you're like really good at like English class and like creative writing, things like that, usually science and math like perplexes you. And I'm not saying that this is for everybody. If you hella smart like that, bitch, then you hella smart like that. Congratulations, nigga. But I'm not. So like science like kind of throws me off. But anyway, so apparently they do all of that before they put it into the machine. So they remove, I don't know how you take carbon dioxide out of this. Anyway, and then they add this gel, they mix it together, and then they put the mixture into the ice cream machine. I wonder if that is contributing to some of the 30-minute time. I don't know. Anyway, so the inventor, the way that he describes this process, it says that the gel, that nitrogen ingredient additive gel, basically bear hugs the alcohol itself and turns into ice cream. So it squeezes it to death or something. I think it's interesting. I think that I love when people are like making new things. Would I try it? Maybe. It's just that now that I know the scientific name for that gel, I just don't really think I'm interested. But I mean, it's not out of the realm of like weird things being done with ice cream. Last summer or a few years ago, there was a summer trend where like people were eating black charcoal ice cream. I don't want to talk about it because it looks disgusting. It supposedly changes color as it's lit. And then also in 2019, Ben and Jerry's was announced that they were trying to work on a CBD infused flavor for their ice cream. So, I mean, it's not out of the realm of like not possible. Well, obviously it's possible because they're doing it, but it's just like, I don't know if I want that. Like they have a White Claw that they just made into like, it looks like vanilla soft serve, and like White Claw is unbearable by itself anyway. So like, I don't know if I just want it frozen and like squeeze onto a fucking cone. But anyway, so it's called the below zero machine. I don't think anybody can afford it yet because I don't even know that there's any like restaurants or bars that even have this thing yet. But maybe you'll see it. Maybe that'll be like a trend or something next spring or some shit, like where you'll be turning your fucking Mai Tais and Adios motherfuckers into soft serves, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, let's move on. Alrighty. So, okay. We all know it's monsoon season, right? And everybody's like location in the United States or in the world, it changes in like how, like what that means, right? What monsoon season means. For here in Vegas, it means lots of winds. It means the most rain that we usually ever get, if we get it, like, you know what I'm saying? And it honestly gives me like some summertime Shy vibes, because we also have a really crazy monsoon season in Chicago, where the winds hella pick up and the rain, stuff like that. I think that this is monsoon season here is probably the closest that I get to like weather back home. But like I said, it's not just monsoon season over here. It's specifically monsoon seasons where niggas be having monsoons, right? So like India and shit, right? Over this weekend, 76 people in India were murdered. I'm saying murdered because like when lightning is killing 76 people in one fucking lightning storm, that's murder, and someone needs to send in the fucking Law and Order guys. But lightning strikes killed 76 people in India, all between Friday and Sunday. A lot of people, the majority of those people, were in the middle of taking selfies while this was happening and were killed. 23 of them died in one city. Let's see here. So apparently, like I said, it's monsoon season. Apparently, it's popular though. This time of year there. Apparently, there is a location on a near a historical fort in northern India where people like to go and take pictures and just be there because I guess you get a really wonderful like view of like the entire like area, and then like the lightning. I imagine I get how it would kind of look cool, right? But yeah, there was 76 people, y'all. People were killed taking selfies. They were killed on the fort. They were killed on the towers near the fort. Some people were running out of like wherever they were because they were scared and then getting fucking lightning. Do you get lightning? I don't know. Getting struck. That's probably what it is. But what the fuck? But apparently, like I said, every year tens of thousands of people visit this fort. It's called Amber Fort, I believe. Like I said, it's also probably, I think it's also because of the weather change. So it's not like intense heat as it normally is around that time. So people come out, they want to see it, they want to take pictures. And sadly, like, wow. Like that's not a lot of people. Like, are we not going to have the conversation of whether like there's a real weather machine or not at this point? Like, because we're talking about like, nigga, almost 100 people died from the same lightning storm. Like that isn't even like, I thought people told us that lightning strikes don't even happen for real like that. Like, so they definitely do. And be careful out there, y'all. I can't. Anyway, let's move on. Speaking of fucking things I don't understand, I like the news community, right? I feel like, and at some level, I'm a part of that. I went to school for journalism, all that shit like that. So like, I stand a good news report, but I'm starting to notice that like, it's almost like stupid to like try to look at a news report on like the first few days. Like even now, like a couple of days, like this report was done on the 8th of July. It's now the 13th. And I still don't really understand the story. And I don't know if that like contributes to like just not of like demanding like deadlines and not enough time to like have more information, but I don't know. Anyway, it's just because I just need a little bit more information about this next story I'm going to tell you guys. It is Baltimore City police officer. He was already on leave with pay. We don't really know why he wasn't getting to cop the way he wanted to cop, but he couldn't cop, and they were still paying him for it. Well, some things have happened, and he's now on leave with no pay. So let's go over it. So the man that we're talking about here, his name is Eric Banks Jr. He is 34 years old, and he was arrested for a struggle between him and the police officers when they went to his home. And now I know you're like, well, are you going to tell us why they went to his home or like what? And of course I am. I'm going to tell you what I know. But anyway, okay. So the police received a phone call early last week from a mother, and apparently hit this man's either estranged wife or ex-wife. It doesn't say that they're divorced or anything, so I'm assuming estranged. Anyway, so the police received a call to go check on a location, like a wellness check. The lady on the line was saying that Eric Banks, who is her son's stepdad, was not allowing him to leave the house. When the cops went to the house, of course, they naturally knock. He comes to the door. What's good? Hey, have you seen your son? And he's like, oh, that kid? Oh, well, I told him that the court had awarded his mother full custody of him, and so he left. Okay. So the cops were like, oh, okay. And so they went outside the house, did like a perimeter search to try to find this kid. They called his mother and they're like, yeah. She's like, no, he's definitely not here. And so after all of that, they were like, hey, bro, we're going to have to come in and like check. Is that cool? And so that he was like, yeah, like whatever. So they're on the bottom floor of the house and they're searching and looking for anything weird. They don't see anything. So they go upstairs. And then when they get to the top floor of the house, they see a hole in the wall with like a white sheet over it. When the cops asked him, what the fuck is that? He said that, oh, that's just like my gun safe. That's where I keep my guns. How safe is a gun safe if it's a hole in the wall and a white sheet in front of it? Is that a safe or is that just a hole in the wall where you got all your guns at? I don't know. I'm not a gun owner. I can't really tell you. I don't know, but that don't sound right. But anyway, so when the officers moved the sheet, they found the boy's body. We don't really, this is what I was talking about when I was saying like we just need a little bit more information. Like I don't know, we can't tell what happened to the little boy. He was 15 years old. We just know that he's not with us anymore. And it ain't no guns over there. Or I don't know if it's guns over there, but it's also a body in that gun safe area. So anyway, so they put him in handcuffs for that. But then once he was in the handcuffs, because I don't think that they were gonna arrest him. I don't really know what was happening here, but I don't think they were gonna arrest him. But either way, they put him in handcuffs. When they want to go put him inside the car so they can kind of figure out what's happening, he unbuckled himself and then tried to stand up in the back of the car and was telling them, you better double lock these. You're going to have to end this. You're going to have to end this. And then they basically like shuffled and like tightened his handcuffs. And it's so interesting like how they treat each other, because like if a black person or a person of color was in the back of that fucking car and they would have tried to stand up and take their handcuffs off and unbuckle themselves and all that shit like that, they'd have just got shot so that they wouldn't have had to continue to scuffle with this man. But anyway, they scuffled with this man and they get him in the car, I guess because he's a blue life, right? Anyway, the officer that was trying to restrain him says that the guy tried to disarm him by grabbing his service weapon. Whew, so much of that. Anyway, the officer said he was able to prevent that from happening. And then he just kept saying, you have to end this. You're going to have to end this. Like he was asking for them to kill him. They obviously didn't. They got him back in the car. At this point, they've only charged him with scuffling with the police. So he's got first and second degree assault, reckless endangerment, and disarming a police officer. They're still waiting on the medical examiner's report to find out how the little boy died. But I feel like he's going to have something to do with it. This guy has been a cop since 2018. Like I said, he was previously already suspended, but now he's going to be suspended without pay because he made police officers scuffle with him and shit. So and that's the part, like I need some more information. Like y'all could have honestly probably held on to this story until we get back from the medical examiner, because what happened to the kid, like that's the story, not the cops actually doing their job and not murdering anybody. That's not really the story, is it? Like, I don't think that's the story, because it's just their job. Their job is to not murder people and to get people. Anyway, so I don't know. I don't have much information from the mother yet, but it's probably going to be crazy. I don't know. Then they didn't say like the little boy was, or the kid was like shot. Doesn't say any of that. So like, I don't really know what happened to him for real. But probably his stepdad did it. But anyway, let's move on. We're going through these pretty fast. I'm very impressed right now. All right. So speaking of kids and parents, 12-year-olds defended his mother after a burglar tried to come into their home. Definitely shot this nigga and killed him. And I stand. Listen, as a mother who has a 12-year-old kid, I don't really know them. Like, I feel like I feel like Kaylin gonna hold it down, but like, I feel like at that point, I don't know. Because here's my thing, right? So like, okay, so you're a parent, and then you're like little 12-year-old, 13-year-old son, like fucking like saves your life, like kills the fucking dude that was gonna kill you or rob y'all or whatever, saved your life, shot this nigga dead. How do we know that this nigga not gonna be trying to like, oh bitch, so you ain't gonna let me play the game? Like I saved your life last week and that's how you gonna act? Like that's the problem. That's the hesitation I'm having here. Like, do I want him to save my life? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like but seriously, like, I don't know. I feel like Kaylin will hold it down for me because like he loved me and shit or whatever. But like, I just don't know how our relationship's gonna be after. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be like, all right, nigga, I know you saved me. Let that shit go. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to do that to him. Anyway, this happened in Louisiana. A 12-year-old boy, like I said, fatally shot an armed intruder who was threatening his mom, and he's not having that bullshit. They said that he shot the 32-year-old. His name was Brad LeBlanc on June 30th with a hunting rifle. Witnesses and neighbors said that the perpetrator did force his way into the home, and it looked like he had some type of firearm or something on him. And then, like I said, he went in, he didn't come out. The first responders that were dispatched, they did try to like save his life or whatever, the dude's life. He wasn't actually pronounced dead until he actually got to the hospital, which I think was in East Feliciana Parish, I believe. And I mean, listen, I know that kid like was just going straight off of like adrenaline, and I'm here for it. But like, damn, like the counseling he's gonna need probably. Like, I can't even imagine like being in a position where like you're 12 and you've taken a grown-up's life. Like, and it's not, and again, you're completely justified in doing it. It's not like no gang member shit or like some fuck kid shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a valid reason why all of the things that happened. But I'm like, because I think he white. And so you gotta really like make sure they don't turn into like serial killers or nothing. So like, wow. So like she has a long road for her. I like in the article though, they definitely said that she was definitely gonna get him help, because I feel like he's giving you like Danny, like fucking Robert De Niro in Taxi. I feel like he's in his mirror doing that right now. He definitely needs some fucking guidance or something else, because I don't know. But damn, like, do you think y'all 12-year-old would like shoot somebody for y'all? Like, again, I think my 12-year-old would shoot somebody for me, but like, or at least shoot at. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I mean, he's pretty good at like Call of Duty and Fortnite and shit. I think he got me. But I'm just like, damn, what is our relationship after? Are you like, because 12-year-old's little brain is just like how, like, is he okay to sleep? Like, I'm so concerned for him right now. Like, you guys can totally tell I have a 12-year-old son, because I'm sitting here like, is he okay? How can we help this kid like get through this? Like, I don't know. But anyway, that's awesome. And I'm sure like his mother like is super appreciative of that. Like, honestly, I'm making you whatever you want for dinner for at least a year. Like, could you save my life or whatever? But you know what I'm saying? Like, that's cool. Like, it's the least that niggas could do is save your life. But anyway, I'm just kidding. So yeah, I'm glad that his mother is very aware that he's gonna need some assistance or just someone to talk to, and not you. Like, some very I love when parents can pull back and like actually like recognize and acknowledge that. So anyway, let's move on. Okay, I don't have no segue for this. It's just a crazy ass story and it needs to be told. Okay. There is something happening in Minnesota. It's terrifying to me. I don't really know how else to explain it, but okay. So I don't know if I told y'all this story. I don't think I told you guys this story, but I feel like I just told it in the group chat. Anyway, long story short, goldfish be living forever. Okay. They also be getting very big. And that's all I'm going to say about that. If you guys want to know my fucking goldfish story, you're going to have to literally at me on Twitter and I will tell you the story. because I'm not just about to tell y'all the story because like I ain't trying to implicate myself. But if y'all do want me to tell y'all in public, y'all can hit me. Y'all can hit me up on my Twitter, and I will totally tell you guys a story if you want to hear it. It's a harrowing story about 7 goldfish, a dog, a sleepover, and a tragic death. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. I cannot give you guys any more. Again, if you guys want to know, just it's _Chris, KHRS. Okay, find me, ask me about the goldfish. Anyway, so I bring this up to say there is something happening in Minnesota, and it's terrifying the shit out of me. Basically, people in Minnesota and lake officials are basically saying, hey, can y'all do me a favor and can y'all not buy y'all fucking irresponsible ass kids goldfish that they're not going to take care of? So basically what's been happening is people have been dropping their goldfish in the lakes and waterways in Minnesota. And it would be cute if they were supposed to be there, but they're not. And so what happens with goldfish is that they will stay small if they're in a small area. But if the bigger the space that you give them to live and grow, the bigger that they will get. So you can imagine a little fish bowl, like the little round ones, are going to stay a certain size. I personally had a tank that was, I don't know how wide it was, but it was literally like almost the width of my whole like dresser. Like it was like, and I'm literally like just giving you all of this. It was so much. But anyway, and so my fish were a little bit bigger than any goldfish I had seen just because of the tank that they were in. So imagine how bigger they would get in a lake or a waterway, right? Or a pond, you know what I'm saying? The city of Minnesota is basically please asking you to, instead of throwing your fish just in the lake and pond, how about you try to give it to a responsible friend? First of all, don't nobody want no damn hand-me-down ass goldfish. Like, what are you guys saying? Like, but okay, I hear what you're saying because you're saying like not to put it in the lake, so I hear you. But anyway, so these people, so they got some surveys going out so they can try to figure out exactly how many goldfish are down there and try to figure it out. But they're finding large groups of goldfish down there. These motherfuckers are so fucking huge. Some of them are so huge, right? Because you know, like the little cute, like little, well, I don't know about cute, but you know, like the like goldfish face, and they're like so small and stuff. These fish are so big that the face part is still small, y'all, and the fucking body is just fucking massive. Like it's literally like this big. Like it's literally like this big. It's making me uncomfortable just looking at it. But so anyway, we're talking about goldfish that are weighing 20 pounds, you guys, like that are being caught by putting whole ass biscuits, like not a cookie, not a British cookie, but a whole ass biscuit in the water. And that's what's kept, and a 20-pound goldfish came up is what I'm trying to explain to y'all. I'm going to, of course, post some of these pictures on the Instagram. But you guys have, this shit is insane. Like, they're so fucking big. It's almost gross. Okay, but seriously, guys, they're asking people to, people take their dogs and cats and be like, hey, I'm moving. I can't take this dog with me. Like, can you take care of it? Cool. My cousin was moving from Minnesota, and he couldn't take care of his chow. So we took the dog, like, right? Brought the dog out here too. But like, that's one thing. But I just don't think niggas want to take care of your used ass goldfish. Like your goldfish, like you and your goldfish got a routine. I don't really, you know what I'm saying? Like, is your goldfish going to listen to me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have so many questions here. Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't know. But like, what's the alternative? If you can't put it in the pond or the lake because it like get too big and shit, like, what's the alternative? Like, what you supposed to do with it? Like, what are you supposed to do with it? Hey, I have an alternative. I don't have an alternative. This is bad. I shouldn't say this. But again, if y'all want to know what happened to my goldfish, just ask me. But, and they didn't get no bigger. I'll just say that. But anyway. Oh my God, I feel so terrible. Oh, guys, I'm sorry. Anyway, I had to do what I had to do. Okay. But like, y'all, I literally can't get over how big they are. But again, that's important to know that that goldfish are the type of fish that are going to adapt to their environment. So if you let them in a large water space, they're gonna fucking get huge. Like, not a goldfish weighing more than like I don't even know, like what babies be like 20 pounds. I don't know. My kids are almost grown now, so I don't really know how babies be weighing and shit. But like, not a fucking goldfish is the size of a big ass Costco bag of sugar. Like, not that big. I literally can't take it. So guys, if you guys have goldfish out there and y'all looking at these motherfuckers like y'all done with them, don't put them in your lakes. Don't put them in your pond. Don't flush them down your toilet. I guess ask your neighbor. I would suggest asking your white neighbor. They seem like they would be inclined to take your hand-me-down goldfish. Don't ask your black neighbor because they're definitely gonna roll their eyes and close the door. But yeah, so yeah, no goldfish in the water and shit. Okay, cool. So guys, that's it. It's time for the one up for the week. All right, and always pretty simple, but very like on point, and listen to what the fuck I'm telling you. Okay. All right. So this week's one up for the week. Don't dumb down how you present yourself to the world. Okay. You bring a lot to the table and it's okay to fucking act like it. You hear me? I know you heard me. All right, guys. So anyway, that's it. It's episode 125. Thank you guys for being here with me. This was ridiculously fun as always. And I'll see you guys next week. Okay. Bye.